Hey folks, this is Chris from rawprofits.com. This is the second video in our series on how to build profitable niche websites for beginners. And this is the second video, so if you haven't checked out the first one yet, that video helps you decide on what niche to actually get into and decide on what you want to create a website around. This video, we're going to take a look at setting up our hosting as well as installing WordPress. And if you're not familiar with hosting or WordPress, it's not a big deal. By far the most popular content management system that you can use for free. It's absolutely free to use and to install, and it's excellent. It's really come a long ways over the years. So we're going to be using it because why not? So some of the excellent benefits of using WordPress is just how flexible it is. You can create pretty much any kind of website that you want. You can also, if you learn how to code PHP, then you can literally customize anything you want to build. The system is completely open source, so you can just download it and check out the code behind the scenes and hack away at it if you want. It also has a plugin system, meaning people create hundreds and hundreds and thousands of plugins to do just about anything. And if you go on wordpress.org, there's a plugin section here, and you can take a quick peek. You will see that they have currently 51,795 plugins that take care of just about any feature you want to have. So let's say you want to install WordPress and have a forum to discuss things with other people. Well, you can just install bbPress and it gives you all that functionality completely free. If we scroll down a little bit, you'll see there's a section for popular plugins. So if you want a contact form, you can just install that. If you need help with SEO, you can install this. Yoast SEO is actually what we're going to be using in another video. So I just want to give you a quick heads up that WordPress.com is not the same as WordPress.org. WordPress.org is the actual software, the script that you install and use on your own web hosting. And WordPress.com is you actually use their service, and you can pay to use it, and they host it and they do everything for you. It's not a bad option if you want to go that route. That's not what I use, and I'm going to have some other recommendations for you. Another great benefit of using WordPress is that you can customize the theme of the website however you want. However you want your website to look, you can change that yourself, especially if you know how to code. If you don't, it's not a big deal. WordPress has a free themes directory, and you can go to this section here and just browse through them, and all of these are run on WordPress. It's the exact same backend, but you can see that they all have a different look. There's a store here, different types of blogs, another store, a healthcare website. They literally have just about anything you can imagine. Now, personally, I don't find the free themes all that amazing. I usually run into issues with them here and there. There's some good ones that I like to use. Usually, I just spend the extra couple dollars and I go to Envato Market, and they have a WordPress theme here, WordPress section. And if you go to their popular items, you'll get an idea. Their top ones sell for $60 to $39. I know there's some cheaper ones on here. These ones at the top, Avado, the 7, Enfold, B Theme, X. These are all multi-purpose themes. So they let you to do multiple variations inside one theme. That's a little bit more advanced than what we need to get into right now. We're literally just starting with simple niche websites. We don't need to go this in depth. So don't worry about Envato yet. I'm just mentioning it now so you're aware of it, that you can go out and purchase premium themes if you want that have a nice, cleaner, slick look usually, or extra features that you might not get in a free theme. So at this point, we've bought our domain. And just to remind you that this is the second video in a series on how to build profitable niche websites. So if you haven't watched the first video, in the first video, we picked out our niche, we found our domain name, and we purchased that through Namecheap. But now, more importantly, we need a place to actually put this stuff online. So we need to rent a spot on a server where we can point our domain at and install WordPress on top of it. So let's check out the top 3 options. They're the most popular options that I regularly hear about. And those 3 options are HostGator, Bluehost, and SiteGround. HostGator I've used quite a bit. I find they do everything really quite well. I find their support is a little slow. If you submit a ticket in their system, there's been times that they've never answered me, whereas their live chat seems all right, and I do get a response. There has been times where I've canceled my account with them, and I've gone with another account, and I find they make it a little difficult to cancel as well. So the second option is Bluehost. I hear people love these guys. I haven't used them in many, many years. I don't remember why I didn't keep using them, but as you can see, they have pretty much all the same features as HostGator. I know you can't really go wrong with these guys. So my first choice is actually SiteGround.com. And like the other two, Bluehost and HostGator, they do all of the same things and the same features. And these guys by far have the fastest support that I've ever used. So let's just jump over to their WordPress services. They have a WordPress hosting section, so let's check that out. And as you can see, if you scroll down here, they have 3 different plans: a startup plan, grow big plan, and a go geek plan. The startup plan I'm not a fan of because you can only host one website on it. Since you're just getting started and to keep the cost down, I recommend the grow big. You're allowed multiple websites. So this is the perfect plan to get started with. And down the road, if you need more, these guys are going to give it to you. You can just contact them or upgrade your plan and you can go from there. So you've selected the grow big plan. We're on the sign up page right now. Select get a new hosting account. Select I already have a domain. Put in the domain that you bought here from the last video. So for mine, it would be besthikingtents.com. Make sure the grow big option is selected. If you really are only trying this out for one website, then select the startup. Also, I would recommend unchecking SG Site Scanner. WordPress has some security plugins that we can use if we need it. So I would highly recommend paying for the 12 months. And the cost right now would be $71.40 US. And then that's it. You're set for the year. And you should receive an email when everything's set up and ready to go. Okay, so we got our email. Everything's set up with SiteGround. And we're ready to get our website going. So I logged into the admin area of my site for SiteGround. And I'm going to head over to the My Account section. And then I'm going to click on Information and Settings. And then if you look here, we have something called Account DNS. So what is DNS? This stands for Domain Name Server. So right now we have a hosting account and we also have our domain name under Namecheap. But now we need to connect the two. Namecheap doesn't know where to point our domain at. So we need to use this DNS to tell Namecheap to point to SiteGround. Let's copy this first DNS and let's head over to namecheap.com and log into our account. So now I'm on my dashboard inside Namecheap and I'm going to find the domain that I'm looking for, besthikingtents.com, and I'm going to click Manage. And if I scroll down slightly, I'll see a section here for name servers. And this drop-down menu, make sure you select Custom DNS. If we go back, you'll see we have Name Server 1, NS1, and Name Server 2. We're going to make sure we select that first one. And we're going to place that and paste it inside of here. Go ahead and come back and get your second one. And paste that into the second name server field. On the right-hand side, click Save. Now if you see the note up here, it says DNS server update may take up to 48 hours to take effect. In all honesty, usually the DNS updates for me within 20 minutes to a couple hours. So now that Namecheap is pointing our domain towards SiteGround, we also need to add our domain inside of SiteGround. So let's go to our C panel. This stands for Control Panel. Inside the Control Panel, click on Add-on Domains. We're going to type in the domain name. The subdomain or FTP username and the document root, they will automatically be filled in after you exit this field. Select a password, or you can generate one. After you enter your password, just click Add Domain, and you should hopefully get a success message here. If you have any issues, make sure you contact the support for SiteGround. They will be glad to help you. So while you're waiting for the DNS to update, this would be a perfect time to go and sign up for any social media accounts for your niche website. Now, you don't have to sign up to all of these. The bigger ones are Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest, and Medium. I mentioned Medium because they're becoming a force for written material. So if you like to write blog posts, you could just literally copy and paste them for the most part and reword them a little bit. And you could get some traffic from Medium by just adding some tags and getting some notice on your articles. So through the power of video, we fast forward a little bit, and I've waited, like I said, it was about 20-30 minutes, if that. And I refreshed the domain, besthikingtents.com, and now I'm seeing this 403 file, and this is not a bad thing. This is a file that is on SiteGround's website or server, so my domain is now pointing towards SiteGround. So next, what we need to do is go to the control panel in SiteGround and install WordPress. So here we are, we're back at the control panel under SiteGround. If you remember, this is where we added our domain. If you come down, there's the auto installer, and we're going to click on WordPress. Next, click on install. So first, choose your protocol. I just select HTTP to keep it simple. Select the domain that you want to install WordPress on. So mine is besthikingtents.com. Just leave the directory blank because we want this to be installed on besthikingtents.com / we don't want anything after it, like / website or / home or anything like that. We just want it installed directly on here. So we just leave this alone. You can put in your details for your website here. I'm just going to leave this alone because I'm going to change it later. So go ahead and fill in your details for your username, your password, and your admin email. And these will be the username and password that you'll log into the back end of WordPress for. Come down and select your language. The limit login attempts, this will help secure your website if people are trying to log in multiple times. I usually don't use this. You can choose a theme to install. I leave that blank. Advanced options, just leave those alone. Click install. Congratulations, the software was installed successfully. Yay! So now we're about to make millions of dollars. So if we click on the URL, or if I refresh it, I'm going to refresh my domain. And as you can see, this is the default installation of my blog for WordPress. So this is what it looks like. Next, you can click on the administrative URL. For me, this logged me in automatically. I would recommend bookmarking this URL so you don't forget it. I would also recommend that you write down your username and password if it's not something that you would normally remember. So just two quick things that I want to do first. Let's head over to plugins, installed plugins. And you can see there's some plugins here that have already been installed. I'm going to select all these and deactivate. I'm going to select them all again, and I'm going to delete these. I'm deleting these because I prefer to have a nice clean installation of WordPress, and then I can come back and add what I want later. Next, let's go over to appearance and themes. As we can see, we have 3 themes already installed. The one that is installed is already highlighted. You can see how it's black here and it says active. These are the 2 other default themes. It's easy to activate. Click activate on 2015 or a different one, and now it's active. If we go back to our website and refresh, you'll see the look of our website is completely different. It now looks like this theme. And that's how easy it is to change the look of your website. If you want to take a quick look, activate 2016, refresh. There, we have a whole new look again. What's great is that WordPress has a free theme directory built into WordPress. You can select add new. As you can see, these are the featured themes, and you can look through them. There's a popular tab. You can check out the latest ones added to the directory. Some of these look really quite nice. You can also filter these, or you can search them. So after doing a little searching, I found a theme that I think looks really nice. It's called Note Blog by Lighthouse SEO. So I've never used this theme before. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to customize it a bit and change the background. But for now, I'm just going to install it. Please, if you find one that you like, go ahead and install it. Most of these work the same. And if you see, these are the posts that we will be creating in the future. Right now, these are just examples to show you what the theme looks like. When I click on one, you can get a general idea of the layout. So the content here on the left side, a nice sidebar. It's all very, very, very clean and simple. And for me, that's what I appreciate, because I want the content and our writing to stand out to the client or to the customer, potential customer. After installing, I'm going to click Activate. This brings us back to our themes page. If I refresh the home page, I can see now that that theme is activated, and I can see the one post. I'm going to just do a test post just to show you how that works quickly. Under Posts, go to Add New. So I typed in a title, and then down here is where the content will appear. For now, I'm just putting in a simple test text. I sure like to sleep, which is very true. For now, I'm just going to hit Publish. I'm going to refresh the homepage. And as you can see, this posted my new post. If I click on that post, you can see my title, the date it was posted, and then the content. Below, you can see people can post comments, and it can go back and forth to previous articles that I wrote. So through this video, we went through some popular hosts. We set up our DNS to point the domain to our hosting. We did a one-click install, a nice quick installation of WordPress. It is now live on the internet, so when we visit our domain, we now see WordPress. We did a test post, we installed a theme, we did quite a lot. We also set up the social media accounts. If you haven't done that yet, go ahead. We still have a lot to do ahead of us. Subscribe and check out the next video. I'm trying to get through these as quick as possible. I hope you're enjoying them. Please let me know in the comments. Again, this is Chris from rawprofits.com. Thanks for watching.